Hey guys, what's up? This is Amber, aka the Gamer Girl. We're back for what I want to call a special episode of Icy Adventures. Um, this is going to be kind of a personal episode. And I say that to say this. It's a personal episode for me. I'm going to leave a link in the description below to a video. And that video is one that my sister Ashley did. It is, oh, I have, okay. Um, it is a video about it gets better. And I kind of wanted to follow up on that a little bit with my personal story. Everyone knows of the very sad passing of Robin Williams. He's been probably one of the staple comedians in my life. Um, I know him from Mrs. Doubtfire, Aladdin, and Patch Adams. So I've seen part of Patch Adams, not all of Patch Adams. So I'm going to speak like he is in the present, not in the past. And it's my way of grieving. He has, and he will forever remain in my heart because his story and my story kind of clash. There's some differences in it, like he was addicted to alcohol, and my addiction was painkillers. And, excuse me, I would normally be afraid to talk about this subject, but I feel the subject honestly needs brought up because I've seen on Twitter recently as like 5 minutes before this recording started, about people not understanding what depression is. And I'm not going to say they're being mean about it. I'm not going to say they're being rude about it because, well, they are, but giving negative people that kind of a wall and an outlet to just go and then you feed into that, it doesn't make things any easier. It doesn't make it any better. And I want it to be better. I want I want things to go well for people. I want things to be better. Um a little bit about my story, and I'll just come right out and say it. It's been 10, no, almost 11 years now since I have been free from painkillers. It's been about 9 years since I've been free from suicide attention. And I say that to say this, it does get better. Um, I was 17 when I started my suicide attempts. I was, quite frankly, a senior in high school and a very messed up kid. And there was a lot of little things that went into my attempts, but the final straw was I had been we had been moving into a house in Dayton, Ohio, and we had stopped moving the boxes in for a lunch break. And I was already an angry kid because, well, I hated moving. We had moved so many times and I just flat out hated it. So let's see. That was the third high school I've been to in the 4 years of high school. And I was bullied. Everywhere I had been, I was bullied. And if I wasn't bullied for looks, I was bullied because I was a twin. If I wasn't bullied because I was a twin, I was bullied for some other reason. Glasses, my eyes, my curly hair. It was always something. And I had found a group of kids that I fit in with, or I supposedly fit in with. Um, I was sitting on the couch getting ready to have lunch this day, and I had found out that my best friend of my elementary school best friend, who was also a twin, and ooh, Hello there. Okay. Um, she was also a twin, and she was heading to high school, and her best friend was driving her to high school on Interstate 35. Um, this 17-year-old drunk driver had just got done from a night of partying, drove down 35 at twice the legal speed limit, went left to center, and hit her and her friend head on in the middle of the intersection. I lost it. Not because I heard about it, but because I heard about it on the news. I lost it. I flipped my ever loving lid. And right then and there, I was like, I had made a decision that day that I found out in June. And then I found out in August I had to have gallbladder surgery. I had to have immediate surgery on my gallbladder, and I had to have an immediate removal of that in my appendix. And the doctors gave me painkillers. I quickly put two and two together. And my depression at that point was so bad because I just wanted to be with her that that I overdosed. What was supposed to last me at least a month was gone in less than 2 weeks of the painkillers. And from there, I was hooked. I was hooked. I was getting anything I could possibly get my hands on. And not only that, I found out that I was um, diagnosed with bipolar disorder. So think about this. I'm 18 years old at that point. This is 10 years ago. I'm 18 years old. I'm diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I have depression already, and it runs in my family. And I just lost my best friend to a drunk driver. I was like, that's it. I am done with this life. I am over it. And every day for a solid year, I tried and tried and tried. And I failed every single attempt. Because my story is not over. My life is not over. My story is not over. And there is hope and there is help. The thing I find with people today, and this is people not just in general, but this is people who don't know about depression, who don't know about the disease. And it is a disease. It's a disease that you cannot see. And just because you can't see the disease does not mean it is not there. It is there, it is prominent, and it takes lives over. And I'm going to be very frank with you. The last 10 years of my life, I'm 28 now, the last 10 years of my life have been hard because I have thought about it. I have thought about suicide multiple times. Whoops. I have thought about suicide multiple times in 10 years. But I have a system and I have a group of people. Okay, here's where I was wanting to start digging again. I have a group of people. I have a core group of 5 people. And you don't have to have many people. You could have just one solid person. But if you turn to that person and you say, I need help, I need to talk, and here's what I need to talk about. If you're able to just say, hey, I need help, there is a good chance you can get help. And I want to say it does get better. The road is long. The road is hard. And believe me when I say, there are times you don't want to be on that road. I know the first 3 years, it was very hard for me because here I am. I'm 19 to 21. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with my life. And let's just add depression and bipolar and trying to get clean on top of all of this. It's like it's so difficult to deal with it all, but you can deal with it all. you can deal with anything. You just have to find something that you enjoy. I enjoy music. I enjoy, um, I think I've mentioned it in a video before that I enjoy the Japanese music. I enjoy the Korean music. I enjoy video games. I enjoy writing and I enjoy pro wrestling. I mean, you may hear Ash and I in a future High Pixel episode talking about pro wrestling. But you know what? That's what we enjoy and that's what we love. And if you can find somebody, even just one person, if you can find one person who loves what you love and can share in what you love and what you enjoy, then go for it. Even if it's me, if you find that I'm playing a game that you like, enjoy it. Enjoy it all because I want you guys, my story is not done. This chapter of my story and my life, it's new to me. It's exciting to me. I want to be a part of this. I want you guys to be a part of this exciting adventure. This is exciting to me. Playing video games and coming down here and digging this whole thing out looking for diamonds, which I still have not found, by the way. It's exciting to me because I can sit here. I can get personal with you. I can talk to you guys. And I know that with um, Robin Williams passing, it's brought a new light to depression as a whole. And I want to let you guys know that it gets better. Excuse me. It does. It gets better. It may not get better right away. I mean, it's taken me 10 years to realize this, but it does get better. And you may not see the change right away, but every little thing you do, like I have made it a mission to become physically healthy. And in being physically healthy, it has helped me with the depression and the bipolar. And it's also helped me to get better at doing other things. I go outside every day and take a walk. I enjoy nature. And I enjoy, as my tablet goes off, I enjoy just being around nature. There is something about nature that just brings me peace. And you find your peace. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. Did I dig into a cave? Um, yeah, I dug into a cave. Wow. Ooh, wow. Okay. Um, but find what you're passionate in. Enjoy what you have and who you have. And just know it does get better. It takes time. It takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of healing and a lot of struggle within the healing. I know that I myself have had to get over some personal things that most people don't understand why I'm still angry about it. And it's happened to me like 20 years ago. Whoa. But there will always be struggle within healing. But, but, within that struggle comes acceptance and growth, personal growth, and a willingness to learn. There is always something to learn in this world every single day. And if you can learn even one thing, like you're learning about me today, and I know that my fan base is very small right now, but this is the way I can say to hello. This is the way I can say to my fan base, it gets better. all of the heartache and all of the struggle, it gets better. And you know what? I'm hopping out of here, and I'm going to mark this spot with dirt. This will be a future episode, folks. But I just want to say, and I know this is kind of like a rambly video, a talky video, but I wanted to do something to even let one person know, because I know where this goes once the video gets posted. So even to one person, that life, it's very, very short. I mean, I have a lot wrong with me physically and mentally, but I don't dwell on the negative. There is always something positive to think about. Like today, I get up and I look outside and it's raining. It's getting ready to rain, and I think it's getting ready to rain again. But I step right outside on my front step and I look to the left and I have a rose bush, a pink rose bush off to the left of my front step. And on it, there are roses that have opened up, but there are two roses right by the step that have just started coming out. And that to me shows new life and progress. And that's what I want to say. It's a process and it's a progress to get better inside. Because people don't understand depression. I'm going to be the first to say people don't understand depression. And depression and mental illness together, when you smack them together, it is the hardest thing in the world. It's very hard. Excuse me. It's very hard. But I look at everything as a new light. I got a second chance at life. And through getting clean and understanding that the things people say and the things people do, you do not know their situation, so you cannot judge them based on their situation. And people are going to judge. They always find something wrong. I'm 28, and I know so many people who are very narrow minded about mental illness. And if they're not narrow minded about mental illness, they do not understand and know where to start in how to cope with someone with mental illness. And they also do not understand exactly what resources are needed for somebody with mental illness. And that is a struggle that I have gone through for the last 10 years. And I mean, I have had suicidal thoughts, and then I turn and I look and I say, I have things that make me happy. And I always keep myself busy, whether it's recording a video, whether it's talking to you guys straight out like this, or derping around in a cave, finding a place that may contain diamonds right over there in the process of talking to you all. Hypixel Fun Days, new series coming out. I mean, this channel as a whole is going to grow, and it's going to grow by leaps and bounds. I feel that the story, though, will not end here. I may have 15 subscribers right now, and I say thank you to every single one of you watching this video. Whether you have subscribed to me or you have not subscribed to me, but you're watching this through Facebook or Twitter, it gets better. It does. It gets better. The road may be long, and the struggles, they may be very difficult. You may not even want to get out of bed, but you have somebody or something to look forward to every single day. And I want you to know that I'm here. I may not know your personal situation, but if you're suffering from depression, like me, I want you to know I'm here. I get depression, and I get all of the struggles that come with it. Just You can get in contact with me on Twitter. I'll just give out the handle here. It's the Gamer Girl 25 on Twitter. You can get in contact with me through a direct message there. I am always willing to sit and just listen. You can get in contact with me. You can get in contact with me through my YouTube inbox here as well. Don't feel scared and don't feel ashamed. I know that not a lot of people, but some people that I know are ashamed of having depression. Like it's the worst thing in the world, and it's not. It's hard to understand, and the struggle is real. I'll just say it. The struggle is very, very real. But we don't have to go through it alone. None of us who have depression have to ever go through it alone, and I don't want anybody to feel like you have to go through it alone. Um, I want you all to know that going through it alone, and I went through it alone. When I was 21, I went through an entire year alone. The only person there was my mom, but even then, she had to work, and it was just me and her, and she had to work to provide for us while I was going to college, because that was the time I was going to college and still trying to find myself. So while she was providing for us, I had to go to college every day by myself. I had to sit there and think in my own thoughts. And I was also going for therapy for bipolar disorder. Now that is a lot to take in at 21. And now that I'm 28, I look back and I say, the struggle may be real, but I never went through it alone. And I never really did go through it alone. And you don't have to either. Because I had great people at the college that helped me when I was dealing with it. And this is a bit of a talky episode, but, you know, I want to get this out there. This is my story, and you may have similar stories, you may have completely different stories, but it gets better. I've said that over and over in this video. I am proof. I have dealt with everything. Oh, excuse me. I have dealt with everything that has come with depression and mental illness, and it gets better as a whole. You just have to find what you're passionate about. If your passion is writing, write. I have a Word document that I just go, and if I'm in a bad mood, I will just turn on some music and I will just write. I will write until I am too tired to write sometimes. And I know a few of you watching this video are writing friends of mine. So you now get to see me on a deeper level. And I know that when I share this with people, some people are not going to like this video, and that is okay with me. Because those are the people that do not understand fully what it is to be depressed. They think, oh, we can just snap our fingers and it's over. And the thing is, I can snap my fingers right now and it's not over. And I can just sit here and say that. It's not over. And you know what? There are some days that I am feeling really good and I'm not depressed at all. There are other days like yesterday where I just don't want to move. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to say anything. And then that was my day. That was my afternoon yesterday. And then I get home from the grocery store and spending time with my grandma. And I heard Robin Williams passed. I didn't know how to take it at first because some people were screaming hoax. So I did a little digging. And the more that things came in, and the more that articles came in, it was real. It was very, very real. And then to find out that he had depression, he was trying to get help, He was going through rehab. I was like, wow, because he was going through rehab for alcohol. I went through rehab for drugs. It's hard, but it gets better. And I want everybody to know that through all of the bullying I went through, and I went through a lot of bullying, to now. So that's 21 years of being bullied and ridiculed and people not understanding me and people not knowing what was going on with me. Ooh, as we hear a thunderstorm. Um, but through all of that, I am here. And I am here to share my story with you. And I want you all to understand that if you need me for anything, even just to talk, send me a message. Twitter, thegamergirl25. Send me a YouTube message here. I will check my inbox. I constantly check my inbox for things. I constantly check my Twitter for things. I'm probably on Twitter more than I am on YouTube, but I want to share my life, my story. This is my story, and my story is far from over, and so is yours. You just have to be strong and believe. Believe that you are there for somebody else. And this is a long, talky episode, but I wanted to get this out today for you all. So I want you all to know that through the fire and through the rain, there are people like me who want to be there for you all. You all are what make us as YouTubers and me as the derpy little gamer girl. You all are what make me continue to do this, continue to share my story, and I want to share it with you all. And you know what? It gets better. Life gets better. And so does YouTube. So I'm going to cut this here, and I'm going to leave you with a different ending. You never know where the road can take you, but the journey is half the battle. Always remain strong. Bye, guys.